Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in today's class we are going to discuss about how to fill up electrons in a given orbital of an atom. For that we start with the Aufbau principle. So Aufbau means in German building up the system. So if you have to fill up an electrons in a given orbital, you have to follow certain set of rules. And those rules are, we'll start with, first one is the Aufbau principle. Second one is Pauli's exclusion principle. Third one is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So first, what is this Aufbau principle? So Aufbau principle is when you have to fill electron in a given orbital, we have to start filling the orbital in such a way that the electron first enters the lower energy state of an orbital. So if we have levels of energy, let us say like this, and you are giving electrons in order to fill the steps, what you have to do is, first you have to fill the lower orbital and then you have to fill the next higher orbital. Similarly, while we build a building, right? So you have to first complete the basement in order to go for your first floor. Similarly, in this case of building up an electrons in an orbital, what you have to do is, first electron should enter the orbital, electron will enter the state which has lower energy. Okay. Once that lower energy is completely filled, then only the electron can go to the next lower energy, that is the next higher energy. So if I say this energy has E1 and this is E2, electron should enter E1 level first and then it should enter to the E2 level. Okay, so how do we arrange this E1 and E2 for a given orbital? Because we know orbitals are of 1s, 2s, 3s, 2p, 3p, 4p, 5p, etc. So how to arrange these orbitals is, so these orbitals are arranged in a specific rule called n plus L rule, n plus L value. First, what we have to do is, we have to arrange the orbital according to their n plus L value. Okay, so we have to arrange the given orbitals in the increasing order of n plus L value. That will be the energy values of those particular orbital. So whenever you come across two or more orbital with the same values of n plus L value, with the same n plus L value, then you have to consider that particular orbital whose n value is less. Okay, we'll solve that now. Let us say we have to start with 1s. Okay, for 1s, this 1 is nothing but n value. So 1s, n is equal to 1. For 1s, n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0. Next, if you write down this n plus L value, you will get 1, right? For 2s, n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0. Therefore, n plus L will be 2. For 2p, n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1, n plus L will be 3. Next, for 3s, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 0. We have n plus L, 3 again. Next, for 3p, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 1. We have n plus L as 4. Next, for 4s, so 3d, we have n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2. Therefore, n plus L will be equal to 4 again. Sorry, n plus L will be 5. Next, for 4s, n is equal to 4, L is equal to 0. We have n plus L equal to 4. So if you observe here, we clearly have a different values of n plus L value. So now if you arrange those orbitals with the increasing order of n plus L value, we'll start with 1s, 2s with 2, and we have a situation where we have n plus L being same for 3 and 3, that is of 2p and 3s. So if we have same n plus L values of two different orbital, then we should consider an orbital with lesser number of n first. So therefore, out of these two, the lesser number of n is for 2p. Therefore, we come across 2p first and then we go for 3s. Next, we have 4. Again, we have a situation here. We have n plus L value of 3p, 4, and n plus L value of 4s, 4. Okay. For 3p and 4s, out of those, the value of n is less for 3p. So therefore, we start with 3p and then comes 4s and later we have 3d because it has a higher value of 5. So in this order, we'll fill up the electrons in the increasing order of the energy level. Okay, so this is about the Aufbau principle. You can also fill up the electrons using a different trick. That is, if you write down like this: 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f. Then first electron should go to 1s, then the second electron should go to 2s, then it should go to 3p, 2p and 3s, then it goes to 3p and 4s, and then it goes to 3d, 4p and 5s. Similarly, it goes to 4d, 5p and 6s. So this is how we can fill electron with an increasing order of their energy level. So that is what the Aufbau principle states. Okay. So once you have understood this Aufbau principle, next we'll discuss about the Pauli's exclusion principle. The Austrian scientist Pauli said that whenever you consider to fill electron in a given orbital, we have an exclusion over there. That exclusion is when you consider two electrons of different same quantum numbers, what happens is, if you consider any two electrons, those two quantum numbers will never have all the four quantum numbers. Those two electrons will never have all the four quantum numbers found to be similar. That is, no two electrons of an atom will have all the four quantum numbers similar. That is, if you consider the four quantum numbers, principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, then magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number, what happens is, if we have the first three similar, let us say principal, azimuthal and magnetic quantum number similar, what happens is the spin quantum number will be different for those two electrons. So if you consider for an example of electron present in certain orbitals, what happens is, let us say we have 3s2. We have two electrons in 3s orbital. What happens here is, so n value is 3 for both, n is equal to 3 for both the electron. S value, that is L is equal to 0 for both the electron. Magnetic value, again both same, ML will be 0, ML will be 0. But what happens with the spin is, one will be, ms for one electron will be plus 1 by 2 and ms for another electron will be minus 1 by 2. That is, one electron will be in the upspin and another electron will be in a downspin. If you consider two different electrons of two different orbitals with the same upspins, with the same magnetic quantum number, then what happens is, one of the other three will be different. So that is what Pauli's exclusion principle says. So what it says is, no two electrons of an atom will have all the four quantum numbers similar. So this is what Pauli's exclusion principle states. Okay. So this is what Pauli's exclusion principle states. Next is Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So now for Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, we should consider a situation where we have to fill electrons and we have to spin up with the opposite spins. So what happens here is, whenever you fill electrons in a multi-orbital systems such as p orbital, d orbital and f orbital, whenever you fill electrons for a p, d or f orbital, pairing of the electron does not take place unless all the other orbitals have got one electron each. That is, if you consider certain values of ml, we have p orbital with split it into 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So one is px, let us say px, py, pz. These are the three different orbitals of p subshell. So if you have to fill electron and you have to pair those electrons, what happens is, if you start filling the electron 1 with an upspin, you can't pair one more electron entering to this in this manner. So the second electron which enters the p orbital should not get paired up with the first electron. What should happen here is, first it has to fill the second orbital and then the third electron should fill the third orbital. Once all these orbitals of a particular subshell is completely filled with single electrons, then only it can pair up with the other entering electron. That means for a p orbital, pairing starts from fourth electron. For p orbital, pairing starts from electron which is entering at the fourth type. So the fourth electron will initiate the pairing in case of p orbital. Similarly, if you take d orbital, d subshell has 5 orbitals. Okay, so here if you start donating electrons to this orbital, first electron enters here, second here, third here, fourth one here and the fifth one here. Okay, now pairing starts. For the d orbital, pairing starts at 6th electron. For p orbital, it starts at 4th electron, and for d orbital, it starts at 6th electron, and for f orbital, which has 7th, pairing starts at 8th electron. Pairing starts at 8th electron. So that is nothing but Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. So here, what does this multiplicity mean? Multiplicity means if you start pairing the electrons, plus half quantum number of one electron will be neutralized by the minus half of the other electron. Plus half quantum number of one electron will be neutralized by the minus half of the another pairing electron. So if you does not consider this electron, that is with the complete single electrons, what happens is we'll get a maximum multiplicity of plus 3 by 2. Okay, we'll get a maximum multiplicity of plus 3 by 2. So let us just consider, if you take off these two electrons and start pair these two. If you consider the second electron being paired, what happens here is the first higher value of spin will be plus 1 by 2. Once it starts pairing, it will add with minus 1 by 2, the value will be 0. The next electron coming here will give us plus 1 by 2. And the fourth electron will pair up with this, gives us minus 1 by 2. Now the spin will be 0. Again it will be 1 by 2 or 0. So clearly, if you start pairing initially, the maximum multiplicity value given for that in case of pairing in initial steps will be maximum of 1 by 2. Right? The maximum spin will be obtained is plus 1 by 2. So now if you consider the d orbitals with these number of set of electrons, what happens is, let us say start the filling the electrons now. So I have provided the first electron for the first d orbital, and next, so now if you calculate the spin at this point is plus 1 by 2, right? And if you enter the second electron in the second orbital, the spin happens is plus 1 by 2 again. Therefore, the total spin will be 1. If you add one more electron in the third orbital, spin will be increased by plus 1 by 2 again, and later 1 plus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2. So totally, the maximum spin value of this d orbital with singly filled completely will be 5 by 2 plus 5 by 2. And similarly in this case, it will be plus 3 by 2. So if you observe here, the maximum multiplicity, the maximum spin value, if you pair up with the initial states itself, will be plus 1 by 2. If you pair up later, once it is completely single filled, the maximum multiplicity will be plus 3 by 2. So that is what Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity mean. In order to obtain greater value of spin quantum number, what you have to do is, first you need to fill each of the orbitals with at least one electron first, and then you have to pair up with the other in order to get the decreased spin values. So Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity is stated as, the electrons to be filled in each of the orbital of p, d and f, it has to first fill all the orbitals singly. That is, if all the orbitals of the given subcell should be singly occupied. So if it is completely singly occupied, then only you can pair. So for respective p orbital, the pairing starts with the fourth electron. For d orbital, it starts with 6th electron, and for the f orbital, it starts with 8th electron. So this is about the pairing of electrons and the rules which we have to follow in order to fill up the electrons in the given orbital of an atom. Okay, so if you have understood this concept, please do subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts regarding the video which I explained, please do comment down below. Thank you for watching.